Hey folks, this is Joe with Palmetto Land Buyers, and in today's video I thought we'd do something different. I usually bring up one of our blogs from the website and we kind of go over it and just have a conversation about it, but for this video here, I wanted to bring up, because look, you go to the website Palmetto Land Buyers or Palmetto House Buyers, and the website, my website, follows a specific template, right? We're real estate investors. We purchase, we basically pay for a service from a real estate. They're like it's Carrot.com. They specialize in making websites for real estate professionals, right? It's what they dedicate themselves to. They kind of give you a blank template, and I'll bring them up here so you can see what I'm talking about. Give me 1 second. So, this is the website that these are the people that host my website. It's like I said, it is Carrot.com. They're focused on investors and real estate agents. Now, when you buy their service, when you're paying for their service, it's a monthly service. They give you a template, and then it's your job to customize your template. I add pictures of me, pictures of people that I've worked for in the past, testimonials. I write in, what our process is, how we're different from other folks, so on and so on, to make it custom to our business, because we want to be different. We are different. There are a lot of companies that, that they'll use Carrot, or they'll use some other provider, or they'll build their own website from scratch. They're not all the same, right? Not all real estate investors, not all real estate agents are the same. Some of us go above and beyond. Some of us are just looking for I guess you could say some of us are looking for leads to then sell to real estate investors. But I wanted to, for the sake of just this video, I wanted to do a Google search and look at, what comes up when you type in, I want to sell my house in South Carolina, or selling a house in South Carolina, just to see what's out there. What are the results? What are your options if you are a seller? What are your options? What are you working with? What to look out for. What is a good website versus what's not a good website? What would I do if I was in that position? Would I deal with these folks based off of a website? Would I not? Because you don't know any of these companies, and a lot of it you got to take at face value. Looking here at Carrot, you look at this website and you're like, okay, this looks like a good website, right? It looks good. They got testimonials on here. It looks like a legit company. And we'll see what some of these home buyers, land buyer kind of websites look like. Do they look as good as this? Are they worse than this? Are they different? All right, so let's just start. And we'll type in I want to selling my house in South Carolina. And as you know, we're in South Carolina, so this video is South Carolina specific, but almost sure that you'll get, you type in the same thing, you'll get kind of similar results for whatever state you're in or town you're in. And you can change this, sell my house in Columbia, South Carolina, or Spartanburg or Charleston, and you'll get different excuse me. And you'll get different results. So all right, so selling my house in South Carolina. Let's just go here to the very first one, trusted home buyers. So trusted home buyers, call us 888 954 8930. Look, guys, the sponsored listing means that they're paying for this advertising. Me looking at it as let's say if I put on my seller's hat, right? I'm a potential seller. It's kind of weird that you're putting the BBB accredited business A plus. Look, you pay for that, right? You pay the BBB for that. The Better Business Bureau, you pay them for that grade. So that doesn't mean crap to me. Another kind of a red flag for me is the phone number. You know, 888. If I'm in South Carolina, I'm going to be looking for someone local to the area, someone who can come out, who's familiar with the area, could come out, look at it. I like that personal touch. Um, this person, I haven't even scrolled down, but I would assume that they're maybe a nationwide buyer. So these people could be out in Arizona. They could be out in New York City, California, right? Who knows? They could be out in Hawaii. Reality, they could be in China. I don't know, right? I mean, you could be Chinese and set up a website just like this. So that could happen. But yeah, trusted home buyers, call us. This right here, you can't really see it, but here, let me see if I can move it. This right here, Natalie, the sport agent, that looks totally fake. I'm gonna say that's just like cookie cutter. You get this um from REI chat leads, and they give you this picture here, Natalie. Right? So I'm gonna say that's probably fake. A fake person. Natalie is not a real person. And then you hear need to sell your house fast and still want a great offer. We can make it happen. This picture is complete a potato quality trashy picture. And you know, you got some reviews here. You know, kind of a red flag. You know, I'm clicking these. It doesn't take you anywhere. You know, these don't take you anywhere. These are images. So I feel like if they were real, they they would, you know, they would like link out. You know, they would send you to the actual Google review. So I'm gonna call BS on that. Um, and then just scrolling down. These are all just, you know, this is probably this looks like a real picture. This is just a stock footage pictures. And this looks like a Facebook picture. This man looks like he probably was drinking that day, or he has a high blood pressure, something, because his face is like tomato red. They did not do him any favor with the goddamn filter they used. Um, you know, this doesn't even look like the same house here. Obviously, there's still here. There's no the wall kind of ends here, so you know, this also kind of BS. These are all stock footage here. This is a motorcycle guy carrying a sofa. I don't know why they use this picture. The guy's literally wearing chaps. He might be loading this chair onto the back of his Harley. I don't know. So this website, you know, to me, I'm gonna say it's kind of you know, this is a red flag look, and it's powered by Carrot. You know, this is a Carrot website. So this is what I'm saying. Not all Carrot websites, you know, Carrot websites, what I use, not all of them are the same. This is obviously not um professionally done. You know, this is done like home done, like homemade or whatever, which is fine, but you know, I don't know. I'm not liking it. But go ahead, let's dig in a little bit more how it works. Again, this seems like stock footage here, just kind of like regular, you know, like a picture that they probably stole off of Google. Um, okay. So how it works is this is just boilerplate kind of a template here. Here's some reviews. You know, this is a house that they supposedly bought and fixed or something. The review, and here are some, here again are some other reviews that I think are, I don't know how they got here. Was the buyer agent for Trey Z, who purchased 1312 Forham Ave on June 29th. At the walkthrough prior to closing, the AC wasn't working, even though we had a repair receipt. I thank you and appreciate the integrity and care you extended to Trey plus his wife in getting the AC fixed after closing. They were so happy. Me too. And of the house. Thank you sincerely, Mama. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe those are true. Okay, and look at this, guys. I want you to focus here on this number. So look, when I go here, the number kind of changes and then it changes back. It's like 844 and then it changes to 888. I wonder what that's about. That's like a little sneaky stuff they're doing here on this website. Okay. The best home buying company in Maryland. All right, so there we got it. I was suspicious at first, and I said, these people are probably not from South Carolina, and they're not. They're from Maryland. So these folks are from Maryland. Nothing wrong with that. If you want to sell to somebody in Maryland, you can. But think about it. If you live in Sumter, South Carolina, or if you live in Rembert, South Carolina, right? Or let's get obscure. Let's say you live in Blythewood, South Carolina, right? Like Camden, Elgin, like little towns. I'd be shocked if somebody from Maryland knew how to price your house, because they're not familiar with the area. They're not driving down here from Maryland to look at your house. Um, so, so yeah. All right, and about us. Okay. All right. Susan Gibson, acquisitions. All right. Okay. So they got a lot of people that supposedly work with them. So that's great. They're like a big company, trusted home buyers. And if you really wanted to reach them, I would say just call this number right here. Probably their like real phone number, 410-705-5800. But yeah, so this is their website. They don't have a blog or anything. Here, let's see if they have a blog. I know how these websites work, and sometimes you can get to the blog this way. Yeah, so they don't have a that usually gets you to the blog. All right, so let's back up, back, and let's see somebody else. But you can already start getting the vibe. When you come to these pages, things you want to look for. Are they South Carolina based? Yes or no? And again, depending on who you want to do business with, you may not want to do business with somebody in South Carolina, or you might want to. I don't know, right? Everybody's different, so it's up to you. All right, the second option here is OfferPad. OfferPad is this is definitely a nationwide company. And I think that these folks actually got themselves into a bit of a bind, because these OfferPad people they're like those hedge fund buyers. They work with those hedge fund buyers, and maybe a year or two ago, when these hedge funds were just buying real estate based off an algorithm, they were overpaying for real estate. So I would say that these guys are worth a try, because they may overvalue your property based off of whatever algorithm that they use. At least is what I heard. It may or may not be true, but yeah, this is a cool website. I really like this website. Tell us about your home, review options, accept cash offer, choose to list. So they're giving you the way that these guys work. is you put in your house, and then they'll give you some options, probably based off of some algorithm. They'll give you like a low option, which will be the cash offer option. And then they'll give you a higher option, which is a choose to list option. And I'm going to assume that they don't have a real estate agency, but real estate agents probably pay to be on a short list of approved realtors that they work with. So, say you got a house in Elgin, let's just say it's 123 Main Street. You will put that in here. They ask you some questions. Has it been remodeled recently? Whatever details about the house. 24 hours, they'll call you. They'll give you, hey, we'll offer you $50,000 cash, or you can list it with our preferred real estate agent, Dave Smith, and and he'll list it for 75,000. What do you want to do? And that's probably how this works. Again, I'm just assuming that's how it works. That's what makes sense to me. And so their website is a nice, nifty website. They're not trying to make it seem like they are or like they're local in any way, shape, or form. They're definitely a nationwide company. You can see here that they are based out of California, which makes total sense. All right, so that's OfferPad. Here we got another sponsor, a lot of sponsors, because real estate investors are trying to get you to submit your information so they can call you and buy your property. So this is Housing Solutions Now, cash buyer, and this is Jan. I have no doubt that this is probably Jan right here. And here you see again that BBB A plus. I think you could. I think anybody can get that if you just pay. They'll give you that if you pay money for it. Yeah, Jen. She looks, good, professional. Jen. All right. I like this website. It's way better than the first one, hands down. I like the logo. Housing Solutions Now. Call or text me anytime, no obligation. You got that 888 number. So I'm going to say that these folks are probably nationwide buyers as well. Get a cash offer for your home today. Yeah, this website looks really good. I like it. I like it a lot. These are all stock footage here, obviously. Google Business Review, when you see these things here, it should link to the reviews, I feel like. Same with these here, these reviews right here, but they don't. All right, and here we go. See Jan again. All right. When should you sell your house to Jan? When you want the simplest, most hassle-free way to sell your house at a fair price, period. Regardless of the condition or circumstance, we're here to help. So these are if you want to sell fast, if you have an ugly and damaged house. Obviously, this house is atrocious, but that's fine. I'd buy this house too, honestly. If you're facing foreclosure or legal issues, if you inherited a house and it's in probate, if you've got like an expensive repair, or if you have unwanted rental property because the people renting it aren't paying you and they're giving you a hard time. All right, perks of selling to your house to Jan. So Jan doesn't charge you a commission. She's going to give you a fair offer. It's going to be hassle-free, zero repair costs. She's buying it as is. She's going to close it fast, and she's going to pay the closing cost. She's so sweet. That's amazing. Jan, you're the best. And Jan, it looks like Jan is hosting her own website. So Jan, this is a, for the most part, a really nice website. This here's a mistake. This button here, you can see it has the white. I'm nitpicking, but it has kind of white corner. Didn't have that. Oh, and there, fixes and it breaks, whatever. This website, she paid somebody to build this website for her, or maybe she built it herself. You're right. I don't want to assume that, but I like it. This is a good website. And, she didn't have a blog or anything like that, which is cool. I mean, you don't need it. I'm sure that this is more of a landing page type of thing. So, if you were to type, 123, if you were to type in your address here and you get your free offer, all these websites do the same thing. Then you get directed to a second page where you got to put in your information here. So we'll just 803-999-192. If that's your number, I'm sorry. They're going to call you and they're going to try and reach out to you about about buying your home. So I apologize. And how soon? I'm looking to sell ASAP. Get your offer. So you see these websites, they don't actually give you a price right away. None of them do. We don't either. Which is normal, because if you got to think about it, there is no computer algorithm to give you a value for your home. Zillow tries to do it and it's always wrong. It's never right. And so no one can do that. What they've got to do is look at the address. And then after looking at the address, they'll, look at what things have sold around. If they're local to the area, they'll drive there and take a look at the neighborhood, because that has a lot to do with the website. But yeah, look, Jan, great website. Jan looks great. She uses the same picture over and over and over again, and I don't blame her. She looks fantastic in that picture. All right, let's go to the next one. All right, so that's kind of done for the sponsored. Let's just wrap it up. The last sponsored one. Here's another sponsor. So all the sponsored ones I'm going to say are out of state folks. These folks are not local to South Carolina. Just by looking at it, I can tell that this is also a Carrot website. This website looks better than the first one. The first one was a Carrot website. This is also a Carrot website, but it looks 100 times better than the first one. So these folks have actually given they've actually given some thought into customizing their website. And here you see again the accredited business rating as of 7/17/2020. So as of today. So, and this is just a little program that gets updated by day. But yeah, so here you see some more pictures and stuff like that, some videos that you can probably watch here. But yeah, so these houses look kind of like South Carolina houses, but I don't know that this is a South Carolina company. I'm not sure. The Property Cartwheel is a real estate solution investment firm. Okay. Okay, Cartwheel. All right, let's see the blog. So the blog, so this can kind of tell you more or less when they started their website. They got blogs from 2020, but they don't have anything new, so that hasn't been kept up to date. And now you've got here, call us 602-888-5. So let's just quickly Google this number, and you see here they're out of Arizona. A lot of real estate, I don't know what's up with Arizona, but a lot of real estate investors are in Arizona and in California. A lot of them are. So these folks are out of Arizona. And just to show you here, powered by Carrot. You see, this is a Carrot website. Okay. Much nicer website than the first, in my opinion. And this place, it's very similar. So we'll put here 123. I'm going to go ahead and put my personal email address, and I'm actually going to put my phone number, and let's see what happens. They might call me. right away. 803-201-9137. And I'm going to change this address, 33 Savannah Drive. So this is actually a real estate that I own here. So if they do call me, I want to be able to actually talk about it. And when they send me an email, I'll share that with you. Um, Joe Ortiz. Jesus Christ, Joe Ortiz. Submit info. So it wants, so look, this website here, mine probably does the same. So year built, I don't know, 2024. Mobile, no, it's a single family home. Private land. Is the mobile home or manufactured home? You know, I put single home. I feel like this website, Carrot, feedback, if I put no, it's a single family home, all of this down here should disappear. You know, asking price, um, 15,000. I'm gonna just put that there because I know a real estate investor will see $15,000 and they're gonna call you out immediately. And they're like, "Oh, this guy's already giving it away." If we pay all cash in closing, what's the least you'll expect? Okay, if you're gonna pay everything, I'll give it to you for 12 grand, guys. Submit info. All right, so you see, you hit submit info, and that's it. You know, you kind of get a rundown here, like, hey, we're gonna call you here shortly, blah 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 blah. And you know, these people will probably call me back immediately. You know, we'll see. Actually, damn, I was gonna answer, but I probably am not because I'm filming this video from my phone. So the next one, but I'll share the email once I get it. All right, but outside of the sponsored stuff, which were all nationwide buyers, none of these people who were sponsored were local to South Carolina. Um, then your first result here is a blog post from Houseo, I guess that's how you pronounce it. Lawyer.com, Clever Real Estate. So Clever Real Estate, I would say, is the top ranking, um, yeah, the top ranking people here. 833. These are also nationwide folks. So let's see. I mean, anybody from I sold Bankrate. Okay, I sold myhouse.com. Let's see these folks. So read this before selling a house in South Carolina. So this website, you know, this blog, obviously specific to South Carolina, maybe, right? You would think that at first glance because it says South Carolina here, but that may not be the case. It could be something where it like knows the website knows your location, and so it populates that automatically. Ton of advertising on this website, super annoying. I hope my website blog, I don't think it does because I have all this turned off, doesn't show any of this. It's just cluttered. It's disgusting. Look at all of this. Razor, home for sale. I mean, you think you're at a New York Times blog post or something, the amount of advertising that these people have on their page, it is gross. Gross, gross, gross. You can even like really read the blog is insane. All right, so let's get bro, another these people keep throwing these pop-ups. That's like that's over. They overdid that. That's insane. So Clever Real Estate again. Sponsored We Buy Homes 365. So this is more sponsored. So you kind of see what you get here when you're selling my house in South Carolina. Um, let's see here, selling land in South Carolina. I mean, do I rank for any of these? I'm kind of, you know, I wish I did. Where am I at? Am I anywhere here? No, I'm not even on the first page. Let's see where my website's at. Zillow, Bubba Land. I am nowhere to be found on Google. It's so depressing. So depressing. So I don't rank for selling land in South Carolina. So land buyers, land buyers, South Carolina. So land buyers in South Carolina, easy land sell. Let's just look at them really quick because I know that they do this a lot. Easy land sell, easy land sell. This oh, if it is a Carrot website or not. Let's see. It's not a Carrot website. Connect via text, Landzilla, htrustco.ai. So that's kind of like, if you text this here, an AI will send you a text message. I bet. Same here. Gosh darn it. Why does it keep doing? All right. So we buy land in all counties in South Carolina. They're accredited business. Nothing. They contact us. 727. These folks aren't, they're not local to South Carolina either. We buy raw and vacant land, Washington, Texas, California, Costilla County, Colorado, Florida, Oregon, Alaska, Hawaii, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Wyoming. Some of these are hyperlinked, some are not. I bet you these people are from Arizona. I have a feeling. Let's see. Are they? No, they're from St. Petersburg, Florida. Okay. All right. So, here's one thing that I would tell you. It's hard to find a local land buyer, a local house buyer. If you're just looking in Google, it's going to be difficult. You're going to have a hard time. But guys, good news. Here's my website right here, Palmetto Land Buyer. So I am page 1. I'm not the first rank, but I'm up there. And here's one thing I'll say is I am local. I'm in South Carolina right now. I live here. I'm in South Carolina. So this is my website right here. Palmetto Buyers House and Land. Our number and UCOS number goes to, that's the office number, but it's going to go straight to my cell phone. And this is a Carrot website, so this is a Carrot website, just like all the other websites. If you submit your info here, you're going to get the same thing, right? It's going to say, Dave Smith, 123 Main Street. Here's the phone number. Here's the email. It'll send me that information. But you can see here the website. My website is very, very similar to all the other websites. This is a very similar website. I would say really the only difference is that I'm pretty active on my blog. So a lot of these you go to and you're going to go to the blog and it's going to be me. All right, folks, this is Joe with so I do a lot of videos and things like that. But I'm local here to South Carolina. And I buy land and I'll buy houses. So look, am I going to be the highest offer? I don't know, right? We don't know. You got to get multiple offers to really know that. But I can guarantee you that if you reach out to me, whether you're in Cherokee County, whether you're in, Berkeley County, Richland County, Lexington County, it doesn't matter wherever you're at. If you're in Utahville, if you're in Orangeburg, if you're in Elgin, if you're in Iva, if you submit your information, I'll be the one driving to the appointment, looking at the property. We will be talking about the property and we will be negotiating together and settling on a price. Not some ghost phantom, not some third party that paid to be a partner, and to get the listings. This is my company. I live in South Carolina. And, but yeah, you look, that wasn't the purpose of this. It's really not it's really not an advertising for my website. I just wanted to go through this so we can see together just how difficult it can be to actually find a land buyer or a house buyer that's in South Carolina. We did the Google search. All of the paid advertising were from people from Arizona, people from Maryland, people from California, people from Florida. Even the organic search results, they're not people in South Carolina. I didn't even show up for a house buyer. I'm not showing up in the first page. And that's really on me because I haven't done a good job with SEO. You know, I'm a small operation here. These bigger companies that are nationwide, you know, they pay for the advertising through Google, right? They're paying for the click. Google doesn't care if your company's in China or if you're in, you know, Afghanistan or some country in Africa. If you're paying for the clicks, they're going to send the traffic to your website, regardless. That's what they're going to do. But we just saw how difficult it actually is to find somebody local. And you know, the websites are kind of all the similar, honestly. You're just going to get similar, you know, the websites, some might look better than others, but they're all going to kind of look, they're all going to function the same. You're going to submit your info and somebody will call you. The people that I submitted the info to and provided my email address have not called me yet. Let me see if I can pull up my email. Okay. So this is the email they sent me. So, hey, thank you for submitting your property for consideration to purchase with Property Cartwheel. We're excited to show you just how seamlessly our white glove process can be. Very, very fancy. Very fancy. And then, so I got that at 11:08, and then 10 minutes later, I got another email, and this was the other email. Hello there. This is a welcome message to Property Cartwheel. We believe you submitted your property that you want to sell on our website, and we wanted to let you know what happens next. So they're going to have a trusted member call me or send me a text message. They haven't texted me yet. Let me see. Yeah, they haven't texted me yet. But yeah, and you can see here they're from Arizona. Okay. All right, folks. Well, look, I hope you found this helpful, and informational. This is for people in South Carolina specifically who want to deal with somebody from South Carolina. Just know that you've got your work cut out for you. If you don't care about the buyer being in South Carolina, then it's straightforward. You just Google it and click the first option. You know, you click the 3 options and get 3 quotes. But if you did want somebody specifically in South Carolina that's going to go out there and meet you, it's going to be tough. You're going to have to really dig around and look for that. But hey, on a positive note, these people right here, they're local, and that's me. Okay, so those people are local, and you can reach out to me for sure. All right, folks. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking the time to see my video. If you got questions or if you need anything with regards to real estate in South Carolina, please reach out to me. My number is 803-201-9137. I'd love to talk to you about real estate. I'd love to come out and take a look at your real estate. And we can just talk about it, and I'll give you a price, and we can go from there. All right, folks. Thank you so much.